You're babysitting cats just like Dixie Kong is babysitting Kitty Kong. See, it all comes together. Speaking of being relevant, though, I know this starting soon image is not relevant to Donkey Kong Country or Land 3, really, at all, but I don't know, I don't have very much DKC3 specific art of my own, or I don't know if I have any, like, Donkey Kong Land 3. I don't even know what would set, like, a Donkey Kong Land 3 piece of art apart from a DKC3 piece of art. I'd have to draw Bear, who just looks like Bizarre Bear, I guess. But, have I ever drawn one of the brothers Bear? Maybe not since I was a kid. I should draw them sometime. One of them, at least. Should draw Blue. Anyway, the point is, I don't have that much DKC3 art that I've done in recent years that I can still, like, look at happily. So I got tired of using the same images. Well, true, but the funny thing is that Diddy and Donkey Kong are not even in this game, like, whatsoever. Like, they are mentioned in the instruction book, but I'm pretty sure, unlike DKC3, they don't even show up at the end or anything. They just kind of are non-entities. That's true, I do need to draw K. Rool speedrunning. Do you think he would have his camera on, or do you think he would be like a VTuber, a K-tuber? Do you think he would have like a Baron K. Rulenstein? Seems like he'd be a VTuber, actually, because he likes to keep hidden, you know? The Baron is a little bit more shy, so I feel like maybe he'd be like his VTuber would be Chaos, like he'd have a little Chaos. That'd be cute. Alright, time to turn the game on. Now I need to draw like a fake screenshot of him speedrunning with his Chaos VTuber. I need to put that on my art list. Alright, let's do this. Okay. I moved my camera before getting started, and I think we're pretty good. I'll leave it on the clocks for a while today, until the clocks start making me feel nervous again about the passage of time, and then I'll change it back to the cabin in the woods. I did check before starting to make sure that my save data was still there, which I was very sure it would be, considering it's held onto the other save data for years and years. So, you know, but maybe it would pick now as the time to delete everything, but it didn't. So, I'm glad it's still there. And 44% is pretty impressive for one session that just was like 2 hours and 16 minutes of in-game time. I can only stream for maybe about like 3 hours today, so we'll see. I don't plan to finish this game today. I think it's going to take at least one more session, but did you know, I don't know if you heard this, but Victor is going to be starting Final Fantasy VII tonight. So if you watch my stream, when I'm done, he's going to start, and I'm just going to raid directly into him. So it's going to be a fun night of streaming, and for both me and him. And that's good, because I have some art I need to work on this evening. So while I'm watching him play that, I can get started on that. Oh my gosh, he'd have a merry version, that's true. He'd have like festive chaos that has like garland and like lights strung around him. Alright. Well, it's always time for that, even 8 years later. Okay, so I was thinking we'd start off today by finding some of these bonuses. So in the first world, we actually did full complete it, but in the other 2 worlds we've been through, we did not. So I think we will go find these bonuses, maybe, hopefully. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Approaching these levels with fresh eyes, maybe I'll just... Alright, so we're missing a bonus here. So let's go back into Black Ice, not Black Ice Battle, but Black Ice Blitz. Oh, because it's a toboggan level, that's right. Hold on. first of all, I'm gonna turn the volume up a little. And second, why every time I turn this on, it doesn't, like, retain the change in control scheme that I always do. Like, the Super Game Boy doesn't have memory that you change that, I guess. I gotta do it again every time. I pressed jump and nothing happened. And I don't know why it defaults to Type B either. Like, maybe, you know, when they were setting up the Super Game Boy, like, integration with this game, they thought Type B was preferable, so it always starts on Type B. It's not. Because that doesn't feel like the Super Nintendo game. Type A is the one that feels like the Super Nintendo game, so you'd think that's what you'd want to have it on. Okay, I'm just gonna be, like, jumping all over the place, because, like, where the frick is the bonus, and how did I miss it? It's not down there. It's not in the hole. I can tell you that much. Maybe it's in that hole. Maybe it's... If there's, like, a banana telling me to go down into a hole somewhere, you zoom by it so fast that, like, you wouldn't be able to see it. Okay, well, there's the halfway. Have I even found a single bonus in this level? I don't know. I feel like jumping up onto that cabin there and jumping off the roof is probably something I should try to do. It comes upon you so quickly, though. Okay, well, it's not in that hole either. How many lives do I have? I'm pretty sure... Oh, I only have 3, right? Because it, like, resets you. So all of my lives from last time, all, like, 100, 200 that I had, unfortunately, are all gone. I was trying to jump up there, I swear. Well, okay. This isn't working out very well. Okay, so it's, if I want to try this again, it's like basically right after those two guys, and then I just try to jump up and, oh god, that was awkward. What the hell? What am I supposed to do? I was going at like 1 mile per hour, if that. I'm gonna get a game over. You know, we're gonna finally see the game over screen of this game, I guess. This game kind of throws lives at you like candy, but if you're just not, you know, I guess like Candy Kong would probably throw lives at you if she could. But now we're losing them all, because I'm looking for bonuses here in this auto-scroller where... It's an auto-scroller where you can see so little of the you know, screen at once. I think it's, like, impossible to get onto that roof, because trying to jump over the crimps and then get up there is, like... See, there... You'd think there would be, like, a bonus up there, but there's not. At least we're gonna reach the end of this level, I suppose. No, we're not. The guy jump scared me. Okay. Because I feel like the only way to get onto this roof is you have to, like, maybe, like, let one of those guys hit you or something. Or you have to jump over them so precisely. I'm starting to think I have not found a single bonus in this level. Because I think, like, the coin was past there, right? This is awkward. Okay, what if I try, like, jumping as little as possible and kind of just sticking to the low ground? You get to the halfway, like, so quickly. It must be up there. Like, it must be on top of that cabin. I have no idea where else it could be. So we're gonna have to, like, damage boost through the second crimp and then try to jump up on top of the cabin, because if you try to jump over them, you just, like, don't have the means to get on the cabin. It's not on the cabin! Where is this bonus? Where are both of them if there's supposedly 2 in this level? I don't know. I'm going crazy. Most of the bonuses in this game have been, like, really hard to... I mean, really easy to find, and then there's some that is just, like, they just don't exist. Alright, you know what? We'll come back to that one. Maybe. I mean, we have to at some point. But we'll, check out this one. Nice little change of pace. I'm tired of, like, getting blasted by the toboggan. I really like the, chiptune rendition of this music. I've had, like, this version of the song stuck in my head specifically a lot over the last week. Maybe this playthrough... Now, I know I've gotten this one before. I'm just going to do it, though. Maybe this playthrough will take as long as Land 2's, because it was going by so much quicker, but some of these bonuses are legit impossible to find. It's going to take me like an hour just to find some of these bonuses per level. Hey, Dustin. You know, I was kind of happy that your conversation got pushed to tomorrow, because then I can actually listen to it tomorrow. I wouldn't have been able to today. And I like Treasure Trove Cove. Oops. This is... Okay, this is an odd situation. I probably needed to get back up there. But I think that was just like where that life was that I kept finding, and not an actual bonus. I'll keep that in mind if I still can't find it, but... I don't know, because it definitely seems like there's something up there, for sure. But we've already found a bonus in the first half of the level, so that makes me think that there might not be another one. Oh, what is that? It's a banana, you see that? Oh, there's something up there. How the frick do I get up there? Is there like a secret squitter? Okay, hold up. Emphasis on the up, because there's something up there. If only you could do a team throw in this game, but unfortunately you cannot have the two Kongs on the screen at once, so... Ah, this is something. Okay, that's something. Which I don't know I'm gonna be able to get to now because I lost Dixie, but if I roll jump, I can probably do it. Oh! Oh! That's not even the same thing. That's a nice shortcut, but I do not think that was the... I don't think that was what I was looking for. There it is. Okay. What was that other banana then? How did you get to it? This game is flummoxing. Also, how do I get to this guy? Is it just over? Bro, it's just over. I have to be able to find that bonus again. I'm just like, what can I do? I can't even like exit. I'm just trapped here. Hello. I wish, you know, like a 2D, just like mod the Bonanza forms into like a DKC game. I mean, you know, normally that's what the animal buddies are for. Is it back up at the top? You can't do this to me. You can't just put it back over there. What? Okay, I gotta say that the placement of the bonus coins and the bonuses sometimes is kind of fucked up. They, like, put it in a very unintuitive place. Normally, you know, okay, I will say I'm glad they spawn you right next to the bonus here, because they know it was bullshit. They know this bonus sucks. But, you know, I feel like usually you start on, like, say, the left side of a bonus, and the coin will be on the right. Or you start at, like, the bottom, and the coin will be at the top. But here it's like, you start here, and you gotta come back, the coin will also be at the beginning again. Okay, we're gonna go here. Then we're gonna go back. But if it's at the top. No, it's right here. Okay. I didn't even see it because I literally didn't even see it because the hitbox is like above you. You can run right under it. That's strange, but anyway, whatever. I don't want to go back to the toboggan. And then Miller Instinct is the other one where it's freaking impossible to find the bonus, but let's go save. We went up 1%. Watch out for the Kremlins. Alright, Miller Instinct. I already spent a lot of time in this level looking for this bonus last time. Maybe I'll just find it now. I don't remember, which... Oh, I do. The one that I did find, it's like you turn into squawks and then it's like right past... There's like 2 no squawk signs and it's past like the right one. See, I spent so much time in this level, I even remember like what the bonus I found was. Looking all over the place here. Oh! Okay, I found it. There we go. I was like, I don't know if I ever tried going backwards as much as I could with squawks. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. I don't think I did this one before. Ah! Oh, okay. Bro, this is a big bonus. Why is there another no sign there? There was one at the beginning. They just want to make extra sure in case you somehow, like, got squawks past the first one. Alright. Save again and then back to toboggan hell. Okay. I feel like I have to fall in every single pit at least once just to assure myself that there's not a bonus in each of them. Because I don't know what to do at this point. So I'm like serious here. Alright, pit number 1. Nothing. There doesn't look like there's anything in the next one either. Just from what I can tell, but... I always liked the toboggan levels, like, as a kid. Okay. Nothing to... I'm just checking. Like, I've always liked the DKC auto-scrollers, whether they be the minecarts or the roller coasters or the toboggans. I've just enjoyed all of them. But what I don't enjoy is looking for a bonus in this one that apparently does not exist. Now, it's not that one, so that's the 3rd pit. I think it's kind of interesting that, like, the toboggan is not on rails, really. It is an auto-scroller, but it just kind of goes along the level and isn't... I'm not gonna... There's a B. There's no way they put something down there where, like, a buzz is. Oh god, I missed the thing. Like, if there is a bonus in a pit, I would think it would be one where a buzz is not. I like Ripsaw Rage conceptually. I think it's funny that there's just a giant saw that you have to outrun. It is a little annoying that you can only ever get, like, so far ahead of it. Castle Crush, I never, like, minded until I started speedrunning the game, and obviously there's, like... Well, first of all, the wrong warp in that level is a mess, and I don't like it, but... You know, I think once I started speedrunning the game in general, I became aware of how slow-paced that level really is. So it's not on top of that cabin, I'm pretty sure, unless I just... You'd think it would have something to do with that knick-knack that you have to, like, jump off of there, but... I'm just like... Where is it? Where is the bonus? I'm gonna try to make it to the end again and just go past the goal, because I think that's where the coin was, but maybe the bonus is also there? You do get to listen to Crook's March for like a really long time in that level, so that's nice. Why do you have to jump to get the DK barrel? Why do you not just... I mean, I guess it would be too easy if you just collected it automatically, of course, so... You gotta work for it a little bit. Okay. Now... Hold on. Hold up. You're not gonna put, like, a random ass... There... Okay. It was back here, too. Please tell me this is the only bonus in the goddamn level, because if it's not... I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's not! Where's the other one? Oh my goodness. Okay, but if that one's at the end, you know, then the first one is probably in the first half of the level. I'm just gonna hope and pray and guess. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think it would be, because I don't think there's been a level yet that only has one bonus. I was just hoping it would be over, you know? Oh, no problem. Well, the first half of this level is, like, very short. So... In fact, yeah, I don't want to hit that. Give me a hint, Skrunkly. Tell me, is it in the first half after all? Tell me if it's in the first or the second half after the, like, midway barrel. You going right under it. I've fallen in all of the pits in the first half, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the infamous game-destroying glitch that you have to use in the speedrun, just don't fuck it up. You better do it right. It is in a pit! That's so messed up. That's so evil. Why would they do that? I was just praising this game's bonus placement, like, yesterday. And not only do they put both of the bonuses in this level in the same half of the level, which they don't normally do, but they put one of them in a pit. See, I was making a commitment to fall down every pit in the level, but past a certain point, I stopped, because I was like... I didn't think they would put it in a pit that has, like, a buzz there. And I think, like, pretty much all the pits in the second half. Maybe not all of them, but a lot of them do. Okay, so it's not the first one. Bruh. Brug. Ah! Well, it was all based on the fact that there's a level called Total Recoil, which is very funny. And, you know, unfortunately, Total Recoil cannot bear the entire weight of this game on its shoulders. What? That's... Why rare? I couldn't even tell which way I was supposed to go. It puts me before the bonus, right? Okay, I will say one thing. They are really nice normally about, like, if you fail a bonus, putting you, like, right outside where the bonus was, or where you can easily access the bonus again. So far, there hasn't been anything like DKC2's Fiery Furnace, better not fuck it up bonus, where it just puts you, like, at the barrel that shoots you to the end goal, and there's nothing you can do about it. Alright. Yeah, they knew some of the bonuses were, like, BS, so they wanted to make it easy for you to retry them. We went up, like, 1 percentage point for finding 1 bonus, and then we found, like, 3 more bonuses and didn't go up at all. Well, I think that is this world done, though. Now we have to go to the sheepy shop and teleport. No. What is the info? What info does he give me? Yes? Miller Instinct, move away to the right from coin. Oh, now he tells you where the bonuses are! If I had known that! Okay, well, good thing I found it anyway. I'm getting out of here. I'm in... What is this? What is this teleport? I look like I'm in, like, I've become, like, the Taz tornado or something. I'm just, like, some kind of ball that's spinning rapidly. Okay. Why does Bear have, like, some kind of teleportation device? Yeah. All of those things. Yeah, this is the most, political commentary of all Donkey Kong games. Is this really... Okay. Rocketeer Rally, alright. This one, I believe, has a bunch of, like, rocket barrels, which is why it's called that. Oh, this is the blue level. These guys are just walking. They're just, like, going for a walk together. Look at them. I gotta say, Cobbles, they got kind of like the Belmont strut going on. We'll put these guys in a Castlevania game. They got swagger. That is a confident walk right there. I need to work on my posture and get that kind of, like... I'm just gonna... Well, first of all, that was not... I'm gonna guess that I got this one already, but I don't know. I feel like I remember doing this one. Yes, alright, I did. So I started with the first Castlevania, and that is a... It's one of my favorite games ever, but, you know, it is a difficult NES game, but I think it is a very, like, fair, learnable in its difficulty style of NES game, so it might take you a while to get through the first time, but it's definitely a game where the more you, like, play it and learn what to expect, it will get easier. Like, it's not just gonna be, like, impossible forever, you know? Kind of the, you know, Dark Souls style of difficulty where it's just all about, like, learning, and the more you know. But I think for just, like, a general purpose getting into the series without stressing too much, like, Symphony of the Night is the one, like, that kind of takes you into the more, like, modern style of Castlevania that they went with for a long time, the Metroidvania Castlevanias. And Symphony of the Night has just, like, it really has stood the test of time. It just has such a great soundtrack, aesthetics, really just everything about it. So, one of those two, probably. Yeah, I played Aria for the first time last year. It was really good. Hmm. Hmm. What if I were to jump all the way over? Oh my god, that was so far. Yeah, that's the great thing is that, you know, maybe there haven't been a lot of Castlevania games in recent years. But I feel like the legacy of the series really kind of has lived on through a lot of other stuff. And in a way that, you know, not necessarily every series that's gone dormant has had its design philosophy carried forward in as good of a ways, always. And, you know, we are getting a brand new Castlevania game later this year, which is awesome. It's gonna make me want to play Dead Cells again, because it's made by the Dead Cells people. I played a bit of Dead Cells and I really liked it, but I didn't ever, like, get, like, super far in it. Now, I remember going down there last time, like, sneaking my way under these, or, like, above these buzzes, and there's nothing actually down there, so I'm just not gonna do it. Waterfall levels are the worst in DKC3 for finding the bonuses, because there's just so much space to work with, both vertical and horizontal, and that's true here too. Like, finding the bonuses in this level is just pure suffering. We are playing the GBA remakes, yeah. And another thing is that the Bloodstained series is, like, actually really good in my opinion. When I think of, like, you know, I always forget that they're not actually part of the Castlevania series officially, because I kind of consider them to be such. When I think of all the Castlevania games I've played, I always want to, like, include the Bloodstained games. I thought that, you know, it was hard to see, and I thought that was like a sneak or something. It did not comprehend that was not an enemy I should jump on until it was too late. Yeah, imagine, like, playing this on a non-backlit Game Boy on, like, a road trip or something. While the car is moving, just trying to, like, make sense of anything. There's just, like, so many alternate paths you can take through this level. How am I supposed to know where to even start looking for where the bonus might be? Like, I don't even know what's considered the off-the-beaten path. See, like, this looks a little like of a sneaky area over here, like, but is this just kind of a shortcut? Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, Bloodstained has been pretty well received, but, you know, there have been, like, complaints about it here and there, because people will complain about anything. Like, you know, people say that they don't like the graphical style of, Ritual of the Night or whatever. And I will say that it can look a little bit, like, not the, like, most cohesive looking art style I've ever seen in my life sometimes, but it's a good game, and it looks fine enough, so I don't really care. And also the load times on the Switch were, like, bad originally, apparently, but I think they fixed that. There we go. I think that's it. Plus, Ritual of the Night has, like, insane character customization. You can, like, make Miriam look all kinds of ways you can. So I made her look like Flavio. I gave her yellow skin and purple hair, and it was awesome. And I gave her like a red, almost kind of like piratey looking like jacket that she was wearing. And like a piratey hat. Okay. Polar Pitfalls. Well, I'm gonna go save it. Because I just love it when she tells me to watch out for the Kremlins. I just gotta maximize my time with Wrinkly while she's still here. If she even remembers that I came to visit, since her mind seems to be going a little bit. Well, unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there who think that, you know, any game that's more than 10 years old or something is unplayable. Hold on, wait a second. Okay, yes. I just wanted to make sure it's a bonus that we're missing, not the coin. I think I've found all of the coins so far except for one water level where it's just a DK coin. Just like we're going to get in the next Emerald Rush event. Just the DK coin. No coin attached. I still have like a 1% copium hope that when they announce the next event would include a DK coin, since it's also a DKC3 themed event, that it is going to be attached to a coin, the Kremling. Because it's like, yeah, that is a DK coin, but it's the context in which you would find a DK coin in this game, or, you know, the SNES version. Now, you know, I don't really think... I don't want to get my hopes up too much, but... Now, I'm pretty sure this is the one I did get before, because I did see this banana. Yes, yes. Yeah. They remade the Pirate Assassin's Creed and then, like, fired the team that worked on it. Awesome! I love video games. It's like legit this reason I haven't played or bought Yooka-Laylee, because they ended up laying off like most of the members of the team that had worked on it specifically, so it's like, I don't know. If I buy a game, I want the proceeds to go to the people that worked on it. Puts me in a difficult position when that's not the case. Okay, the fact that these guys are here is kind of sussy, but what if I just follow them? Will they show me where the bonus is? No, they'll just bonk into a wall and kill themselves. Okay, cool. Okay, going past the ending again. Oh! It has to be in this pit, man! No, but what was that, lives? I mean, that's neat. Yeah, this... God, there's a lot. There's a lot here I need to do still. Oh, no. Okay, you know what? I think I'm just gonna play some new levels and we'll come back. We did a decent amount of cleanup. Never mind, I need 5 bear coins to even get out of this place. Guess we'll just maybe find some more coins along the way. 5 bear coins to, like, even get to a different area when you're not allowed to just leave like you are on the, you know, DKC3 map. That's a lot. Like, 2 coins for Funky in DKC2 is one thing, but, like, 5? You should just play Ukulele in the Impossible Lair, if you haven't. Then you can see my name in the credits. By the way, my name is in the credits of Ukulele too, but it's under the V's, because me and Victor pledged together, so it's like Victor and Courtney. Should have put my name first, because it would have been sooner, you know? Didn't think about that. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Yeah, it's a shame that they do seem to be adding a lot of content to it, but then, like, giving it an art style that's so different from what made the original interesting. Well, it was this one, I think. No, I guess not. This one. Oh. Well, that puts me to teleport range now, at least. I wonder if I needed to shoot myself over to the right. Probably not, that just seems like it would have been a little bit of a shortcut, maybe. I just realized this level's called Polar Pitfalls, and one of the bonuses, you do have to fall into a pit, like this. Wow, I can't believe they put the hint towards the bonus in the name of the level. Maybe I need to be paying more attention to the level names. Now that I know that Bear can give you level hints for bonuses and stuff, that could be very helpful going forward. I need him to bring back the end is not the end. Always a good message to hear. I'm gonna look for other pits that it might be hinted that I should fall into. Other barrels that might be above me as well. I like the little snowflakes in this level. Well, okay. Can I go in the Limguin hole? Might as well grab these again since I came all the way here. Aw, that is cute though. Okay, how many coins do I have? Instead of teleporting, I'm going to be stuck here a little while longer and get some useful info. I hope this info is actually useful and not a waste of my money. Tundra Blunda. From the start, go to the left. I hope that was not a blunda of me to get that hint. Well, I do need something here, so... Oh! Okay. You know, I don't think I had done this. Can he, like, detect, what bonuses you haven't gotten? Because I'm pretty sure... Well, I mean, the coin one that he told me in the last world, I had just done that, so I guess not, but, like... Maybe they just know which ones are especially bullshit, and they just built the hints around that. I have done this one! Fuck you, Bear! Bear! I needed that money! I didn't even remember coming back here. Talk about a blunda. It's close enough. This guy looks like he's guarding something down here. No. So usually, like, 90% of the time the bonus barrels are not, like, hidden in plain sight and you just have to go there and it'll appear, but sometimes it is. And now I'm very suspicious of all the pits in this world, or worlds like this, the ice worlds. They just seem to love putting stuff down the pits. In the ice levels, specifically. Okay, what was that about? What was that guy's deal? Okay, keep in mind the sussy bug. We're just at the O now? Oh my. O is right. This level is so long. Yeah, you know, a lot of these level names are winners. They can't all be winners. Tundra Blunda is at least kind of... It's pretty fun to say. Tundra Blunda. Okay, go down here. Well. I honestly didn't mean to fall down there, but it was probably good to check, you know? It was a knick-knack, but it was in a weird position where you could just, like, kind of bounce off of it to nothing, you know? They really love doing that in this game. I guess they just thought bouncing off these guys was fun. They just kind of scatter them around and make you think, like, oh, if I bounce on these guys, surely there's, like, a bonus up there. But no, it's really just nothing. They just like putting them there. Okay, okay. I'm falling in the pit! There's nothing down there. Well, his last name would be House, because, you know, it is Bleak's house, but the name of the novel is Bleak House. And, people do have the last name House, you know, like Dr. House or Mr. House from Fallout New Vegas. Me and Victor were talking recently and wondering if there was a mod that replaces Mr. House from New Vegas with Dr. House, and we didn't look it up, but, like, I feel like I didn't need to look it up because I'm just 99% sure that must exist. Like, there's so many mods for that game, someone must have made that. Alright, going back. I'm making a real blunda here. I don't know, let's go ask for another hint. Maybe this one will actually be useful. Stop talking about my pockets. Drop down before you spell co. Okay. Could be good. I think I still needed something for that level as well, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, I guess, I don't know what that is, but, Great Expectations is another Dickens novel, so I guess they, like, combined two of them to make a, I don't know, make a, some kind of joke. I'm thinking, Tundra Blunda would be like, you know how there's those, like, snow-specific spikes? Like the ones that have snowballs? Since Tubba is a... Well, Clubbas are a variant of spikes, so... Okay, so when we see the O, we have to drop down. I distracted myself by looking at the chat, but whatever. Okay, where... Ah! Silly me just jumping out of the water. Should know better. There's bugs up there. You gotta jump in the lake to keep yourself safe from all the bugs. Okay, fall down before the O. Well, yeah, there it is. Okay. Thank you, Bear Bear. What a... You know what? He may charge too much for everything, but you can't deny he's helpful. Sometimes, when you don't already know the thing that he's talking about. Okay. Good. Good. Progress. Okay, back to this. I don't know, let's do Redwood Rampage instead. I'm on a rampage. Deciding if I want to, like, readjust my camera again. Hang on a sec. I guess that's fine. I have to keep moving it back and forth. Oh, it's one of these big old levels where you're going across like 5 trees. I do want to see the game over. Okay, we must have gotten this one, because this one is extremely obvious. I do want to see the game over screen in this game. It's just hard to get to, because there's so many... You're just getting lives all the time. But if I restart the game, I'll lose all my lives, and then I just have to go, like, kill myself a bunch, and then... I'm just very curious what it is. Did we ever see, like, the Donkey Kong Land game over? I'm pretty sure it was just like, yeah, I'm pretty sure because it just pops up like really suddenly, and it was just, you know, the DK and Diddy are beat up and miserable screen. And Donkey Kong Land 2's was also very similar. It was just the same thing. It just didn't have the Neek there because the Neek was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna be in this game. But I'm imagining this one will also be similar to the SNES version, but you never know. Oh! Yeah, I thought so, but... Yeah, no one ever actually got a game over in this game because it's kind of hard to do, so they didn't realize that this is an Oscar tie-in. I think I got the coin, but I'm gonna get him again anyway. It's kind of interesting how they don't have like a blank version. Like if you do the level again, they'll always have the DK coin back, so you can't tell if you've gotten them from just a glance. Well, I'm going down the branches. Oh god, I didn't even see that guy! This, like, I've been enjoying my time with this game overall, but now I'm in the, you know, I'm just, like, looking for bonuses, and this is where it starts to get a little, less fun sometimes. But just like going through the levels and stuff has been pretty pleasant, you know? Playing it on the Super Game Boy, it's just not all that different from playing DKC3, except everything is monotone, monochrome. We do have a break coming up. I need to kind of give my eyes a little rest from looking at this burnt orange. What kind of animal, buddy? Okay, first of all, I want to get up to where the O is. Ah! Dixie, can you do it? What the? How? There must have been some kind of alternate path. I see, I see. Okay, I'll be back in a few minutes. Yeah, I did stream Spyro 1 and 2, the reignited versions, a long time ago. You would literally have to think twice about Tiny's hair because she has two of them. See, the idea that Dixie has a tail growing out of her head and that she keeps it covered up with her ponytail, but that she literally has an actual monkey tail growing out of her head, and that's why her tail can be so, her ponytail can be so, like, flexible and support weight and everything. That would mean that Tiny has two of them, like one on either side of her head. And that's, yeah, that's even weirder. Yeah, I mean, 2D was supposed to be playable, at least briefly, in Banjo-Kazooie, so... Yeah, it makes you wonder. Okay, it's definitely suspicious that we didn't figure out how to get over to where the O was, but... Ow. Probably the bonus in this level is, like, you just have to shove yourself into some corner or something like it ended up being in Miller Instinct. There's just... these levels are just so large. Maybe that's... There's another Squawks here. Okay, double Squawks. That gives you, like, a Squawks hit back, which is nice. I guess this is just the beginning again. I feel like I did this last time, like I just went in a circle. I don't know. I feel like they made these... Donkey Kong Land 2 and 3 specifically, they made the levels just, like, really big and labyrinthine to make up for the fact that, like, you know, these were games that were kind of, like, smaller in scale otherwise, being less visually impressive and stuff, so they're like, let's just make the levels really big and long, and more is not necessarily better, because that makes it just really annoying to find the bonuses in them. Well, I mean, there are multiple Squawkses. And multiple Rambies. How many coins do we have? 4. You just told me the thing you already told me! Ah! If you give Bear 2 coins, it's a gamble on if he's gonna even tell you anything new. What a... You know, this guy's a ripoff. Alright. Back here again. Okay, so we're gonna go under all the houses, and we're gonna go above all the houses. Hi, Dugnug. We're doing less good today than we were doing last time, because now I'm going back to all these levels where I couldn't find the bonuses. And it turns out, a lot of the time, I still can't find the bonuses. Now I have found some, but... Get wrecked. Now I really feel like I just need to start falling down holes, but... See, the penguins were falling down the hole, and I am a true Limguin because just because they were doing it. If all your friends were jumping off a cliff, would you do it? And the answer is yes, because there might be a bonus down there, but there wasn't. I will say, as kind of silly as it is that the Lives UI takes up so much... What happened? What happened there? I had the barrel. I hit him with the barrel. Why did I die? But I hit him with... Okay. Did Kitty just become so overcome with guilt by beating this guy with the barrel that he just died? Kitty he's like his brother, you know? He's a sensitive soul. He and Chunky actually have that in common, and so he hit this guy with the barrel and he just couldn't live with himself. He just fucking died. That's true, I trust my friends, you know? If I didn't trust them, they wouldn't be my friend. So there must be something good down there at the bottom of the cliff. There, I think that was the bug I was talking about before. I'm gonna fall down this cliff. No one's even going down this one. I wish there was like a super like crunched like Kiddy Kong scream in this game. Just like a Game Boy sound chip version of it. Just it's just like 100% fuzz static. Thing is, I've already gotten 2 hints for this level from Bear, and they were both for the same thing. They were both for the same bonus, which I had already found. Like, come on, Bear. If I see that the beginning of the level looks like you can go backwards, I will go backwards. Many different games have taught me that. Okay, can't go under that house. So let's presume it's in the second half here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fall down here in this pit. You fall for so long, it makes me start to think maybe there is something down there. So yeah, maybe his name being Bear Bear makes sense. He's just a grizzly bear. And he is pretty horrible because he's always fucking ripping me off. Maybe Bear Bear is the real villain of this game. Like, the interesting thing is that this game has, like, lower stakes than a lot of other... This, like, of all the games we played so far, this one probably has the lowest stakes. Like, no one's kidnapped. Like, the game doesn't even describe... The manual doesn't describe there being a villain or anything, really. It doesn't mention even... I don't even think it mentions Chaos, let alone Baron K. Rollenstein. It's just like, you're looking for the Lost World. You gotta hurry, because it's kind of a competition. Kremlings are also doing it, but they're not really, like, doing anything evil. They're just also looking for the Lost World, you know? It's like a reality show. And this game has no villains. It's just... no villain, just chillin'. So really, like I said, the only villain that there is the bear who keeps charging way too much to teleport or to have hints that he's already told us already. So if I go back that way, no. Fall down the hole again. Nope. None of the pits have been worth it yet. Alright, I think once I get 5 coins, I'm just gonna maybe get out of here and go to a new area so we can make some actual progress today. I wonder if the fact that he's already repeated a hint in this world means that's all there is, or if it's just a random hint, and if I talk to him again I might get a new one. I like that Dixie just kind of like sits there blinking, because that's also how I feel. Alright. No cards. Definitely not this. We're gonna go back into the cartoon violence cloud and go over to Great Ape Lakes. Oh yeah, this is the lime green, the lemon lime world. Oh god, I haven't found shit in freaking Footloose Falls. Alright, there are carbines in this game. Wait a second, they weren't in the instruction manual, and we were happy for the Kremlings, like, overthrowing their evil overlords, who were, keeping their nose to the grindstone, I believe is the exact phrasing used in the guide, but unfortunately, no. They're here to shoot the Cheeto Puffs at the slackers once again. Yeah, is Chaos also in this level? We'll see. I don't know, maybe he's at the end of it. Yeah, you can give me another hint, although if it's for the level I was just on, I won't be back there for a while, so. Anyway, we haven't had a factory level yet at all, I don't think, so it's nice to hear this music. I guess we don't get any wow in this version, though, unfortunately. Just gotta do it ourselves. There they are. What? They just shoot it out so suddenly. It's just like... like, in DKC3, you kind of see it coming because it, like, comes from the background into the foreground. Here it's just like, they just, like, dump it out. So, that was also in the early part of the level, so, alright. Squitter time! Oh my god, I was on the edge, but somehow I was safe. that one was on me, I guess. Yeah, the original game has Shy Guy vocals. Ain't you ever played Donkey Kong Country 3? I just gotta have Victor come in here and stand over there and fill in the missing gaps. I do need these bear coins. I guess because this game doesn't really have like a trading sequence or stuff that you buy from the bears outside of hints and doing the matching game and stuff, so they just... hyperinflation has struck. And everything Bear asks you is just too expensive. Because he's the only person in town running a shop. And by in town, I mean in this entire part of the region, I guess. So, he can charge what he likes, I guess. He doesn't have any competition. He has a monopoly. I don't know why I thought that would be safe to do. Oh no, I bring up the Shy Guy connection, like, all the time. And we also said it sounds like Owen Wilson, but you know, those two sounds are... Owen Wilson sounds like a Shy Guy, and so on, you know, it's connected. This is our first time seeing a bazooka in this game, too, I think, maybe? Dude, I'm just, like, destroying his barrels as soon as he shoots them out. Like, come on, man. The floor texturing here just kind of looks like it's like a checkerboard pattern. Alright, hold on. That would be kind of funny. It's banana. Sometimes a banana is just a banana. Woo! Okay. I guess that was good enough. See, in these factory levels, I do find that things are typically easier to find, you know, the bonuses and whatnot, because everything is kind of, instead of having this big open space that you can bounce around and have to, like, fly around, and these are very, like, narrow and constricted, and they kind of, if you see an opening in the wall, it's like, well, I better check that out. See, look at how easy that was! Those, like, mushroom enemies from Hollow Knight also sound like Owen Wilson. That guy gets a lot of work these days, still, I guess. Little did you know he was in so many video games. We did it! First time through a level, we found everything. It's beautiful. Simeon Shimmy. That's a good name. It's also like, this is the closest two levels I've ever seen in my life. You go just across the street. Wow, it's like, damn. Barely made any progress here. It's like simian sense. The simian shimmy was the dance that everyone was doing when Cranky and Wrinkly were younger. That's how they got to know each other, by doing the simian shimmy, if you know what I'm saying. Well, I guess I'm up here now. I feel like I probably skipped past like 30 bonuses, but whatever. But now I don't know which direction I'm even going. This way? Down here? Which way did I come from? I guess I came from here. With the little shortcut. So am I going like backwards here? I don't even know. Oh! Oh god. Alright. This level seems like dark. Like this particular, it's like kind of muted. It's like lemon lime, but if you also mixed it with like dirty dishwater or something. I want that. Oh. Well, I guess I probably needed to get up there if I was up there. Come back for it. See, my question is, and I guess this applies to a lot of levels in the Donkey Kong series, you know, why did they not, you know, why did they not just simply stay on the road the whole time? Like, why did they even stop to go in the factory? Why are they in these trees? Why not just go down the road? I mean, they're looking for something. Like, is the Lost World in this factory? Is there like a secret portal to the Lost World in this factory? Is it here in the forest? I guess then this game maybe makes more sense than a lot of others where they're just ostensibly trying to make it to the end of something. Ta-da! Oh, I see the bonus! That's right. Okay, can't fuck this up! Oh, there we go. Speaking of instruments and whether or not mayonnaise is one, what do you think Kitty's instrument would be when he gets older? Do you think he would just be, since he loves to scream, do you think he would just be like a singer, but specifically he does like metal or like screamo or something? This is another one of those find the token ones where I actually have to work to find the token. That was... I just bonked off the platform. Yeah, if they brought Kitty back in a modern platformer, he has that, like, Kirby ability where you scream into the microphone and it's like a screen clearer. I don't, maybe like a bagpipe. Some people don't like bagpipes. I imagine a bagpipe being played badly would be pretty awful. There you go. I think we figured out what Kitty will play in the future. And the question is, does Kitty have Scottish heritage? I'm carrying this because I thought maybe the coin would be around here, but I don't know. There's more Minkies in this level than the one that was called, like, Minky Mischief. Oh god, right in the fucking head! Weren't they originally gonna name 2D Piccolo? Or rather, that was like Banjo's girlfriend or something, and then they changed it to being his sister instead, and then changed her name as well. I'm pretty sure it was gonna be Piccolo originally, though. Maybe Rare, you know, the people at Rare didn't know about Dragon Ball Z, and someone told them. They were like, you know, there's this, anime that's, all hip with the kids these days. True, you can, you know, Dragon Ball doesn't have a exclusive, right to the name Piccolo. It's a cute name. Bruh. So the coin was here, but it was just backwards, and I guess I just didn't think about coming down here. Somehow that got him, even though that should have bounced off his helmet. I wonder how many people back in the day only, like, read the word and thought it was pronounced, you know, like when anime was starting to kind of get bigger in the West, and they thought it was pronounced, like, anime. Anime. Alright, now I know that there was a weird thing that we can go back and check out here, which is... I was rolling! So we're just gonna kind of try to hurry to get back to where the O was. Wherever it was. Brah! So frickin' watch where I'm going. What did I just tell myself? Anyway, by the way, I got another one of these, okay? It was a buy one, get one on getting naked, so I'm getting extra naked. Thankfully, I'm pretty notorious, especially when I was a kid, for, like, being pretty well read, but, like, because of that, learning a bunch of vocabulary words that I didn't know how to actually pronounce because I hadn't heard people say them out loud, and I still do that. But I think I learned how anime was pronounced from, like, I don't know, Toonami or something. I do need those bear coins. Ah! Okay. Where... This O should be coming up. There it is. Okay, up here. Yeah, alright. It has to be up here. Yep, cool. What? I can't see these stars. Well, I could see those at least. Nice. You know, Dixie and Kitty both cry, so this is a game about being honest with your emotions, and I appreciate that. You know, Diddy throws, like, tantrums instead. He, like, throws his hat on the ground and, like, stomps on it. I don't know, I feel like crying is probably more healthy than whatever it is he's got going on sometimes. Rockface Chase. It's raining again. Yeah, crunching up your hat is manly. Stepping on your hat. Dixie takes better care of her hat. You never see her throwing her hat on the ground or anything. She treats that thing well, especially because it has a rare pin on it. You wouldn't want to mess that up. Yeah, I really like... It's kind of silly because it's such a simple effect, but something about these, like, big fat raindrops on the screen, it really, like, yeah, it's like, I really feel like it's raining in these levels. Oh my goodness, we had such a good storm this past week where I live. Like, I don't remember what day it was. I want to say it was, like, Wednesday or Thursday or something, but it was, like, thundering and everything, and it was lovely. So much people were complaining about, like, how much smoke there was in the air where they lived, but I was just, like, big chillin' and enjoying a rainstorm instead. Is this a bash? I think this is probably Bash the Baddies, which is why they give me so many barrels. Yeah. I wasn't paying attention. I'll do that one again. That's true. This is true. There is logic then. You know, yeah. You never know. K. Rool could have just stuffed, He could have just stuffed DK in any of those levels for all they know. Like, he could have been strapped to a roller coaster car in Target Terror and forced to just go around the roller coaster again and again like 500 times until he had vomited excessively. I guess I got both buzzes because I heard a double bonk there. Oh, wait. There it is. Nice. Yeah, he just put him at, like, the top of Web Woods, and he's like, they'll never be able to get up here. Meanwhile, the humble Squitter... Help me. What would be, like, the stupidest level for DK to be stuck in? I'm just dropping. There was a lot of stuff to skip past. Ow. There's a rat up there. I mean, they explode. They're TNT, so if you hit them, you will die. I mean, they'll die too, but also you will die. Copter! Clasps are really just Kabooms getting an arm workout. Nevertheless, their arms are very, scrawny looking. Oh! Well, the G is nice. Hmm. Is this the direction I'm supposed to be going? Probably. I don't know, this is where the arrow is. Which way am I supposed to go? Because I want to go the way that I'm not supposed to go, because that's where the bonus is, I would assume. There we go. If I had just gone a slightly further, I would have seen it. Hi, Pinsprez. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's something cozy about this level with the rain and the fuzzy music. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. We're doing pretty good in this world for finding things. %52%. Things have slowed down, though, quite a bit. We haven't even made it a full 10% on this stream today. I think we started at 44, right? What if he, like, hypnotized or brainwashed DK into thinking he was Swanky Kong and just, like, dressed him up as Swanky Kong and, they wouldn't know the difference. That he was just there the whole time. It's chaos, I guess. Is it? Is this chaos, or is it just another level that has chaos in the name? I guess we'll find out. Oh, that's chaos, alright. And he's also a little bit small. This is chaos 2.0. And I guess, the thing he has in Bonanza is chaos 3.0. He's just a little guy. What? Okay, how am I supposed to hit you? He's got, yeah, the new and improved chaos, he's got, like, electricity going between his little antennae up there. And, it's just, all of the bosses in this game are, like, smaller, except for, I guess Barbos was kind of about the same, and Bleak, except Bleak had legs, but was probably about the same, but otherwise, you know, they just look cute. Mini chaos. Okay, but here's the question, though. So, presumably, DK and Diddy are not inside this thing anymore. So this is our first fully independent chaos. Now it doesn't talk anymore. So you can say DK and Diddy were powering the speech capabilities, but this chaos does not need Kongs to run it. I don't know how I'm like, what am I supposed to do? This just the same thing? Do I just need to, like... Well, I can't jump on the head because of the electricity. There, yeah. I guess it stops doing... stops doing the electricity briefly when I get a chance to, like, jump up there on its, little... You gotta... Please. It doesn't always give me a chance, with the little, like, side platform things that come out. What? What? This is crazy chaos. I don't know what to do here. Well, if you see a Jinjo with boxing gloves on, unfortunately, people would just make assumptions that it's... Oh my gosh! He was flipping out there. Oh god! He's so fast! What the hell? People would just make assumptions it was a Minjo, and things would happen from there. It's rude. Give me a chance here. This speedy boy. Alright, is Kitty gonna get the kill here? What? Please! What are you doing now? Okay, good. That was just the the last flailing of a dying robot. Tin Can Valley. Ha. God, I'm gonna have so much to talk about for the references episode. The Jinjonator is right here. And, in fact... There you go. So he's fine. He just came to chill at my place. Tropical tight ropes. Easiest to find coin ever. Is it just me or is... I don't know, I guess... Kitty's sprite looks a little messed up, but I guess it's just that he has his, like, hand above the back of the barrel in, like, a weird way. I don't actually like the Fangamer Jinjo plushies that much. I don't know. The way they stare kind of makes me uncomfortable, but because of that, I think the Jinjonator one is cool, because it has different eyes anyway that glow. And it's got a cool, like, texture, like, fabric that it's made out of, and it's neat. But the normal ones, I don't know, it's just like, I wouldn't want one of them sitting on my desk just looking at me like that the whole time. That seems suspicious. But I'm assuming there's not actually anything in the big wide open space down there. That was the halfway point. I'm assuming that's what I just crashed through there. Oh, that's just a bear coin. Yeah, exactly. This is, you know, one of those times where something with glowing red eyes is less threatening looking. I landed on the thing's tail. Well, we do know the tail is the dangerous part, the parasite part. Hang on 1 second. Okay, sorry. When I go on my next break, I think we're gonna change it off the clocks. Woo! God damn! He just literally, like, spawned in. He just, like, appeared. This guy's rapid fire. Okay, I was gonna try to jump off him, but I got bonked. I need to make sure to not die here. Maybe we should just not worry about the bonuses so much right now and just try to make it to the end. Woo! Recoils... They gotta be one of the Kremlings that just has the most fun, you know? But not as much as Copter. I think Copter is probably the one that has the most fun out of all of them. Copter always just looks so happy. If you just get yourself 2 big ol' helicopter blades and spin around, you too could be as happy as Copter. I've made mistakes. Hello, Diver. That's okay. It's been one of those, bonus struggle kind of streams, mostly. It hasn't been all that much, totally new content. I'm just gonna make it to the end so that we can move on here. Did I find a single bonus in this level? I feel like I didn't. Maybe Bear can give me an actually useful hint, though. Oh, wait a second. Well, okay. If there was anything past the flag, I just got shot directly onto it, so... I guess that barrel was what was past the flag, right? You just jump past there and find that. Clifftop critters, but not critters with a K, because there's no critters in this game, only cobbles. I like to think the Copters heard about, like, Dixie's helicopter hair. I was like, you know, we can figure out some way to do this. We may not have hair, but we can still... We can make it work. Because we have Kremling ingenuity. And by gosh, they did it. Ow. Another rainy level. And another question of which way... I don't know. Okay. There's just two... I'm in the divide right now. 2 pathways lie before me. Which one should I take? I mean, I guess I could go back and take the other one, because it looks like this one's gonna keep going, probably. Yep, nice. Nice. Hi, Malik. Yeah, making good use of those rotten bananas besides just feeding them directly into K. Rool's mouth. But is there a better use? Maybe not rotten bananas, but you know, like brownanas. Well, we've already found the coin and 1 bonus, so I'm feeling pretty good about this level so far. Bruh-nanas. Okay, get this. You know, the Mario and Luigi series, I've seen lots of, you know, ideas over time of crossovers they could have. You know, like, what if there was Mario and Luigi, and also, like, Wario and Waluigi? Like, Mario and Luigi versus Wario and Waluigi. And, you know, I've also seen, like, what if there was, like, Mario and Luigi plus DK and Diddy or something? And, if you did the DK and Diddy one, you could call it, like, Bro-Nana. Or Bro-Nanas or something. See? It's just waiting to happen. Provided that we ever get more Mario and Luigi games after nobody bought Brothership except for me. You know what? Brothership deserved better. It does have dozens of dedicated fans. At least it didn't do as bad as the, Bowser's Inside Story remake, which I also bought. I think I have every Mario and Luigi game except for Paper Jam, which is the one Mario RPG that I've never played, period. Except for, like, I don't know, Puzzle and Dragons. I haven't played that either. Mario plus Puzzle and Dragons. Yeah, Bro-Nana Bros. Bronanza Bros. Yeah, I think Brothership did okay. Just not... You know, I hate talking about, like, sales numbers and stuff in general, because... I don't know. Like... people say that the game didn't do well, but it is, like... I don't know. Not every game is going to realistically sell as much as other... Like, Mario RPGs are, like, a little more niche to begin with. And I know us Mario RPG fans are worried because we want them to, like, start and or keep making, like, creative, original ones again. So we want Brothership to sell, like, 10 brojillion copies. That's just, like, never gonna happen. But the real Grampy Turnip fans out there know. What? Mario Puzzle and Dragons? Weird. Ah! Yeah, it would kind of be fun to stream Paper Jam. Just, so, like, I don't know. I mean, I've just heard that game is pretty boring, so I'm sure streaming it would make it more interesting. But I don't have a good way to stream 3DS games. Which is why when we get to the Smash Run part of the chronology, it's gonna be interesting when I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to do about that. Yeah, it's not moving on. It's, just trying to, be more balanced, I guess. It's me getting my, Donkey Kong cartridges together and just sitting down with them and being like, listen, We need to have a talk. I love you and all, but... You know... I gotta be open to new experiences. Oh, there it is. That... This was so rude. Anyway, I think we found everything in this level, at least. If I can get past this bonus. He comes diagonal! He got me twice! Okay, because at first I thought he just came straight down, but then he comes diagonal at you. The other Donkey Kong games are just glaring at Donkey Kong Land 2, because they know whose fault it is. Okay. By the way, have you noticed this whole time that I'm pretty sure the balloons are just like Diddy balloons? Like, if you look at them, they've got a baseball cap on. I don't think they're Dixie balloons. I think they, like, this is the same engine as Donkey Kong Land 2, right? So I'm pretty sure they just, like, didn't bother putting a different type of balloon. Maybe it's because Dixie is still thinking of her boyfriend, and, you know, it gives her life to be reminded of her boyfriend. See, even though he ran off and left her, she still loves him that much. That's really sweet. But yeah, that's... Donkey Kong Land 2 continues to haunt us. Anyway, I will be back. It might be a slightly longer break this time. I gotta get some dinner started. But I will be back in a few minutes. Yeah, oh right, I was gonna put it on the, so you can watch the cabin go to nighttime while I'm gone. Okay, see you soon. I'm almost ready to go again. How many times has it cycled from day to night? Wait, what? I famous? Wow, I famous. Let's go. Now, you know what? That makes me so happy. Thank you, Super Mario Broth. Now I can join the illustrious ranks of DKLIII. Yes, people that Super Mario Broth has used as a source. Hyle's theory is that the balloons change to mimic whichever Kong in the vicinity is the biggest video game hero, and Diddy is just ahead of Dixie and Kitty. Yeah. I mean, sure. Well, the fact that there are balloons that are shaped like a Kong's head just randomly scattered about the world anyway, like, well, good thing we don't really have to deal with such topics and try to figure out this kind of lore, because that has nothing to do with Kremlings. So we're not here to talk about the, Kong balloon head lore. We don't have to worry about that. You know what? I'm gonna freeze it right here in this, like, nice, lovely sunset. Yeah, I wonder if Super Mario Broth listens to the conversation. He could pick up a lot of, fun facts that way. Some of it, which is actually true and verifiable, others is just bullshit that people have made up over the years. He does! That's awesome. Alright. Rickety Rapids. I don't know, the background is kind of ominous. It looks like there's a forest fire going on. We got Ellie again. She's gonna put out the forest fire with her infinite squirts. I don't even remember what this level was called. She can't squirt when she's being, when she's, like, in the state of being, shot out of a barrel in this, unlike in DKC3, unfortunately. Did I just despawn that buzz? Hello? I think I... Or did I squirt it from over there? I might have squirted it from over there on the left. No more Ellie. No more squirting. I don't think we found a bonus yet here. Ominous. Is there one over here? No. Well, I'm gonna grab this. Is there one over here? We can go this direction. Oh, we can't go too far that direction. Oh my god! I fell so far. At least I got Kitty back. Am I going backwards? I should just die and respawn at the midway point, because I don't even know which direction I'm supposed to be going anymore. I think I was like at the beginning of the level. Sometimes I feel like they just give you an animal buddy just because it's been a while since one of these animal buddies has shown up. So even if they're not like super useful or unique for what you need to do in that part of the level, it's just like, you know, you can have Ellie, have some fun. Have some fun squirting for a bit. I don't think Ellie has the sucking... Poor Ellie, it's like impossible to say anything about her. I don't think she has the sucking mechanic in this game. So, she definitely is a lot less unique and useful than she was in DKC3, but like, you know, the ability to squirt infinitely is pretty cool. Do you think, okay, like, Mega Man style. When she defeated Squirt, she, like, stole his ability. Like, she gained the Squirt power-up, and now she can just squirt as much as she wants. Her trunk capacity increased massively. Ellie's sucking walked so that Elephant Bonanza's sucking could run. I've gotten used to the wild... Hold on. They hit the ground. Poor guys. In this game, they hit the ground and they're like... Oh! Otherwise, in DKC3... the copters are, like, undefeatable, but in this game, they defeat themselves. I would say this game's graphics... I just fell... like... so far. This game's graphics have been pretty, you know, they've been mostly legible, but these levels for sure, like, they didn't try to make the backgrounds, like, you know, maybe a little more specialized for the Game Boy. These levels have, like, the same problems that I was talking about, I think just earlier today, about, like, the mountain levels in Donkey Kong Land. Oh, hey! Well, I'm glad I fell so far, because I found this. But where it's just like a bunch of rocks in the background, like a cliff, and you can't, like, see things against it. Oh god! Yeah, like, even these bananas that hopefully lead me down to where this barrel was, it takes me to the bonus. I could barely see those. I probably went past them earlier and didn't see them, which is why I missed it the first time. I did see them eventually, but just barely. So yeah, these waterfall levels in particular, not only are they difficult to find bonuses in, just because, like I always complain about, they're so spacious, but the background really doesn't help you, like, make sense of anything. Man, I'm making some Instant Pot spaghetti and I can, like, smell it, and it smells so good. But I'm basically making a dinner that Victor can eat before he starts streaming, and then I can eat after I'm done streaming. So we can overlap each other. Speaking, hello. And he's streaming Final Fantasy VII for the first time. First stream, it's in probably an hour or less, right? And he's never played it before. I think I just said that. Anything else you want to add? Anything about another Final Fantasy game? For instance, if you multiplied Final Fantasy VII by 2... Alright, bye. Final Fantasy VII was the first Final Fantasy game that I had played, not counting 15, which I got maybe about, like, halfway through but didn't finish it. But it is not the first Final Fantasy game he's played, because not only has he played alongside me some of the more old school ones, but he's also played lots of Acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV. I just keep falling all the way, like, all the way to just kill me, Recoil. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be down at the bottom. Anyway, Victor's played Final Fantasy XIV. I don't think he's played, like, all of the expansion packs that have come out or anything, but as of a few years ago, he had. And, anyway, Final Fantasy VII will not be his first FF game, but it was mine. But he is playing Final Fantasy VII for the first time. Yeah, you know, if he wants me to play Final Fantasy XIV so bad, he should put his money where his mouth is and play it with me, and then maybe he could stream it, and I could stream it. Not that I'm going to do it, though. Don't get any ideas. It's become a joke because of how unlikely I am to actually do it, even though he keeps asking me to. Was there something down there? Just, the ground. Was there something down there? Yes, the ground. What was the point of going over there? Oh, there's a bonus here! Alright. This is... This is just like Ice Train Central. Like, try to see the stars against this moving background, why don't ya? I'm gonna... Playing this game... In fact, playing all of the Donkey Kong Land games this year, my glasses prescription is going to have increased a lot. Like, I'm gonna... need to get some new glasses soon. I imagine, like... Squirt has to have been a suggestive term since pretty much like ever, just by the nature of what it describes. Bazooka Bombard! I love it. We gotta make it past this one, and then maybe we get to save. I don't know if there's gonna be another level between the Sheepy Shop and Wrinkly, so... Why is it fucking dark in here? They, couldn't afford the power bill in this factory. Yeah, I'm just gonna end up looking like a dragonfly. The glasses are just gonna be... They're just gonna look like a giant Venn diagram with my face in the middle. I cannot believe Rare would name something in a naughty fashion. A naughty fashion. See, there you go. That would be very naughty of them. See, the carbines here are just trying to helpfully provide a little light. They can't get any work done in this factory because it's turned into blackout basement. Except worse, because the light doesn't even turn on temporarily. Sorry. Hiccups. Maybe the workers all turned out the lights so they can hide from the carbine overlords. Maybe they're having a lock-in. Okay, did you ever, when you were a kid, did you ever have a lock-in, which would just basically be like, look at this guy's, he's crazy, look at him. Like a sleepover, but it wasn't held at like someone's house. It was like hosted by whatever club or organization you were in, and it'd be like a sleepover that took place at, I don't know, like could be at a school gym or anywhere else. The best thing that I ever did of that nature was when I was in Girl Scouts. Now, I was in Girl Scouts and it kind of sucked. To be honest, we didn't do a lot of fun stuff. It was mainly about selling cookies, and you sell cookies in like the spring, and in the fall you sell some other bullshit. So it was mainly about selling stuff. We didn't get to do all that much fun stuff in Girl Scouts, but there's something weird with the physics there where it like forces you downwards. I was trying to explore in that corner, but it kind of like juts you downwards onto the buzz. It's weird. But anyway, so one of the cool things we actually did do in Girl Scouts was we went on this trip to an aquarium, and it was gonna be like a lock-in sleepover at the aquarium, and it was kind of far, and like not a lot of the people in my troop wanted to go, so it was just me, and it was like 3 people, just me and 2 other girls, and they had like a competition to choose. It was sort of a scavenger hunt where you had to go around the aquarium and answer like questions, and they had a competition between all the different troops that were there to like choose where you would get to sleep. If you like won the competition, you got to choose first, and so on. Like based on how you placed, you got to like pick where you would sleep. And we won, because we were a bunch of smart cookies. Haha, Girl Scouts reference. And we got to sleep like by the sharks, where the sharks were in the aquarium. There's like this little alcove thing. And luckily, because there was only 3 of us, we could all kind of fit right in there in this little alcove with our sleeping bags. That was like one of the coolest memories I have from being a kid, really. Treasured memory. But, you know, most Girl Scout stuff was not that cool, I'm afraid to say. Yeah, you know what? Maybe because there were only 3 of us, we were able to be efficient, and maybe the bigger ones were, like, goofing off or arguing amongst themselves or something. I want you to know that I'm not pressing a button. That was a purely automated bonus. Like, those were auto fire barrels? Sure, they just want to give you a freebie sometime. I appreciate it. I wanna, like... Is there anything over here? Oh, what am I doing? What? I'm fine. Okay, wait. So do I want to go? You can just stand there in the middle. It's good. I guess they probably want you to go over instead of going, you know, across the vats of white substance that didn't hurt me. Oh, okay. No! That's not what I wanted. It was, you know, like, it was a special Girl Scout event that they were doing, so, I mean, obviously it was, like, done in conjunction with, like, the state Girl Scout troop, like, organization, and it wasn't just, like, a bunch of Girl Scouts showed up and demanded to stay in the aquarium overnight. Like, we're doing this now. Little girl takeover. I don't know why it's so hard to get up. These are, like, placed just awkwardly enough where you really gotta maximize your jumps. Ah! Oh, okay, I'm fine. He shoots 2 in a row. I guess that's the bazooka bombard. I see the bonus over there. gonna be annoying to get to, though. I have to, like, chase after the barrel. Like, I can't do this! I need Dixie! I'm just gonna kill myself. Ellie, no! Don't suck up the white substance! Oh, right, this is the wrong way. What's the tastiest white substance? Okay, does anyone remember Airheads, the candy? There used to be like a... I haven't had an Airhead in a long time, but I loved them as a kid, so I imagine they still make them, I don't know. But they had like a mystery one where it would be white, and it could be, I guess, any of the other flavors, but they would just like not dye it, so the mystery Airhead would be white. And I would like to get those, because I liked all the other flavors, so instead of having to pick, it would just be like hitting randomize on the Airhead. Boo! Wow, you got Twitch ads for... Oh, there was a DK barrel right there. I think I got that already last time, though. This stream is not sponsored by Airheads, except apparently it actually is. This is so hard to do without Dixie. Maybe I can do it. No! It's like impossible. Maybe if I, like, duck under it? No. Yeah, they did have, like, those unsettling 90s commercials to go along with them, for sure. Where, like, the kids' heads would inflate. I think I liked them as a candy before I saw the commercials, because if I had, I feel like the commercials would also have, like, frightened me. I swear something is weird with, like, the physics in this level, where I'm, like, trying to jump off the edge, but it has some kind of, like, weird, like... It, like, slows you down on the edge of these platforms. It's hard to explain. It's very odd. Better not screw this up this time. I screwed it up immediately! Look, I feel like he might've... Didn't he want to edit some stuff out of that one just for brevity's sake anyway? I feel like that might've not made the cut regardless. There it is. You're just really safe standing on the edges of these vats. It's good to know. I feel like the theme of 90s advertising was often like, if you eat this or do this or whatever, this terrible stuff can happen to you, but it's so good that it's worth it anyway. Well, alright. There goes that. If you play Donkey Kong Land 3, you may lose your eyesight, but it's worth it. It is just a vat of whiteness, yes. Well, It's a vat of whatever they're producing in these factories, you know, and like DKC3, there's the speedrunners call it the strawberry milkshake factory, and then there's also the lemon lime slushy factory, and the one of them is just like the Cheeto Puff factory, of course. We get to save, let's go! We're at 61%, we've made massive progress! Keep an eye out for those Kremlins. Ugly Duckling, that's good. So many of there's so many ridiculous level names in this game, and I just don't remember them all. Yeah, like, maybe the mom was unpleasant, but that doesn't mean that I want to have my head inflate, and then... It's interesting to have this music here. It's been a while since we've had a pure swimming level, and that means I don't know if we ever, like, jump out of the water in these pipes. Oh, I guess we do, never mind. I was like, maybe the coin is going to be just a floating coin again, but this answers my question. Yeah, the Kremcom, somehow Kremcom returned. That's where they make it. No wonder the lights are off in that factory. They don't want you to see what they're getting up to in that factory. It's private. What animal, buddy? Oh, once again, it's like, they don't want you to go backwards too far, so... The no sign is just as much of a signal that an animal buddy is coming as that, you know, you didn't miss one, you know. Oh! I didn't mean to say the word coming right now, you know, I just... I gotta be real. This level is a bit ugly looking, but it's kind of cool. I don't know, like... It's a little ugly, but it's also, like, a little cool. Like, the black shadows are so stark. Makes it look kind of comic book-esque. Where was the bonus? Yeah, all the 90s ads were about, like, your parents suck, don't they? Until it was time to get Nickelodeon magazine, and then you had to ask your parents about buying you Nickelodeon magazine. So suddenly you need your parents. Where is the thing? Here? Oh my god! Okay. But yeah, it's almost like some of these pathways look hidden. They're really not, but it's just because the shadows are so stark. It's kind of neat. You know, it is kind of neat. I'm appreciating it. It's like the freaking art style for Telltale games. I'm happy that The Wolf Among Us, Among Us 2 is still coming out, apparently. They're still working on it. The Wolf Among Us is really good. If you like narrative games, I highly recommend it. Stalagmite frights. Now, stalagmites are the ones on the ground because of the G. The G for the ground and the C for the ceiling. So, there better be stalagmites in here, in addition to stalactites. So, we'll see. I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure the word goon was used at some point. But those were more innocent times. I mean, there's a whole freaking, like, Mario Yoshi enemy called Goonies. Those seagulls. These guys right here. Might's because you might trip over them. Okay, well, there are a lot of stalagmites, so they pass. What do you call the ones that are like connected floor to ceiling like this? It's you gotta like combine it. Stalagmatites. I have seen the joke. Oh, the guys! They're here! I didn't know that they were even in this game. I didn't remember that. Yeah, I've seen the Joker boner comic. It's the classic. Yeah, staglamites. Okay, alright. They call Andre the Spelunker because he just fucking knows stuff about caves. I like mnemonic devices where I can get them. They're very helpful. Me out here still remembering which is left because I'm like looking at the L that my fingers make. I don't really need to do that most of the time. Did I get hit by that buzz on the way down? Was this level called, like, Stalagmite Fright? That makes sense now. I only remember the stalagmite part, because that's the part that invited discussion. Look, sometimes it's just good to make sure, you know? Now, if you ever forget what an L looks like, then God help you. There haven't been so many of the barrels in this level, though. There's just a few of them. They're just like, hi, we're here. Alright, bye. You know, once you get Squitter, they're all... The barrels ghosts are scared of Squitter. They stop showing up. I was kind of scared there would be a recreation of that part where, like, they're all shooting downwards and you're Squitter and you're, like, trying to get up. But it looks like, you know, this is kind of similar, but... much, much less annoying of a situation. Well, I lost Squitter, so... I guess I can't... Well, I was gonna have to anyway, alright. Now wait a damn fucking second! How am I supposed to get in there? I have to die. So I can go back there. That's true, that would make an R. I never thought about that, oh no. It's a good variety of enemies here in this cave. We've got some recoils, we've got some bristles, you know. Just throw everybody in here. Okay, Okay, so I need to, like... Yeah, just gonna jump over here. Oh, oh. Oh, I guess I need to... Oh! Come on, man! Work with me here! Thank you. Alright. Yeah, I appreciate that they have, you know, some animal buddies that might be considered by some people to be, like, creepy crawlies. Oh! Well, I don't know what's going on there, but hopefully I... Rip. This guy was at the end of the level, throwing bombs at me. I'm just trying to imagine what a tapeworm animal buddy would be like. Squidder's webs are a little slow sometimes. Yes, imagine Pauline in the Bonanza sequel. She's just slightly older. But she's yelling out like, tapeworm! I don't know how you say tapeworm in German, but I guess I would learn. Yeah. Is there something up there? Because I think I've pretty much found everything I was looking for, so... Okay, I'm scooching forward slowly. Don't want to get bombed again. Yeah, there you go. Alright. Like, maybe there was a bonus up there. I thought I had found everything. Well... Wait, but this is the end of the game! What the hell? Wait, why am I only... Are the speedruns really worth that much? I'm only at, like, 65%. I was gonna say, like, how long is this game? I don't remember it being that long, but I'm only at 65% and I found, you know, the vast majority of the bonuses. But, I guess the speedruns just really are worth that much percentage. And that means that in the File 2, this has been a File 2 production, I really did do most of them. I mean, I did 12, I don't know how many there are, but I did most of them. And the only one I've done here, I guess, is the one you get for the sheepy shop. So I really kind of gave up right before the very end there. Yeah, I played the original DKC first, but this is the first one that I owned. So it's the one that I played the most of when I was a little kid, you know, before the other two. Okay, well, I don't want to do Baron K. Rollenstein right now. I kind of wanted to I mean, I have to stop soon, because Victor's gonna start streaming and I'm also hungry, so until he's ready to go, we'll save the boy for next time, but I'm just gonna go back and look for some more bonuses, I guess. This is the hole that he lives in, though. This is the famous, well, I guess, is there a Lost World in this game? I don't even remember if there is or not, but, like, the whole thing is about finding the Lost World, so you actually get to, like, enjoy it, or... Is this not... How is this not the final... I mean, I guess this might be the first boss, not the final boss. There's probably, like, a... You know, much like Land 2 had, mimicking the, you know, the SNES version, actually having the 2 fights. You know what? Since Victor's not ready to go right now, we will jump into K. Rool's hole. We'll do it. There he is. There's the pipe that he lives in. I love it. He lives in the Cheeto pipe. It's very orange in here. And I like... Okay, first of all, can we just point out that he can, like, just shoot out lightning like he's Emperor Palpatine? Somehow... Look at him jiggling. Are you okay, man? I know your wife kicked you out and you're living in, like, a pipe. Are you okay? Do you need to talk? The, like, only things I remember about this game, really, were a few of the level names. The fact that the boy lives in a pipe hole and that he's a speedrunner. Those are the important things. Look at... I think he's, like... Oh, God. The triple. Is there more? Of course there's more. I just love that he has straight up lightning powers now. Oh, there's the barrel. Sorry. It's been here. I was distracted by watching. Oh, he's also like, he's like pelvic thrusting, like, constantly. It's like, please, sir, there's a child here. What? Look at him. Speaking of which, I'm just, I tried to hit him from below, but I guess that doesn't really work. We need to just throw the barrel at him. You can see his little feetsies when he does his pelvic thrust. See? I don't know why I did that, that's okay. I guess he like modified his gloves to propel lightning out of them. Like they have some kind of like power generator in the fingertips now. Sorry, this battle is very distracting. Still better than Donkey Kong Country 3's actual battle. That somehow hit him, okay. I guess he went above me. Once again, I'd like to point out, he wasn't even doing anything. Like, there's no real villain in this game. He wasn't even up to anything for the first time ever. Like, he was just chillin' in his pipe, okay? We just, like, came in here and started harassing him. Good thing he has upgraded his gloves with lightning powers to deal with intruders, because, like, he didn't even kidnap anybody. No wonder he hates the Kongs so much. Like, for once, he was just gonna let it go. He just wanted to, like, lay low for a bit. And then Dixie and Kitty come in here and just start hassling him. He was just in here practicing his speedruns. He's like, finally, I found the ultimate gamer hideout. That didn't hit him. Okay. You know what? I love that I can tell when I successfully hit him because he starts jiggling around. I love to see that jiggle. Alright, we did it, everybody. Okay, now we're going to the Lost World. Okay, yay, this is technically the end of the game, but not really. Alrighty. I don't know if any of the other two land games had a character parade, I don't remember, but I'm glad we get one here. Yeah. Speedrunning, the greatest crime. Excuse me, you're not playing the game the way the devs intended you to play it. Pretty sure knickknacks normally spelled with like a K, like K-N-I-K, K-N-A-K. I shouldn't be drinking right now. This skid is flailing about is too funny. Cobble with the swagger. Coco channel. Dude, it'd be hilarious if K. Rool has like a phase 2 after this entire character parade. Wait, what? Hold on. Wait a second. What? Wait, no, wait. Krusha? Is that you? Krusha, were you in the barrel the whole time? What happened to your arms, man? Are you okay? Krusha was, he smuggled himself in to be a part of this game in a barrel. What the fuck? Excuse me? That's, quite the... That's a lore drop right there. I don't know what to make of that one. I gotta think about that one for a bit. I think, maybe Krusha felt, like, self-conscious next to the Crumples, cause they're even more muscular than he is. And they're walking around without a shirt on or anything, so Krusha was, like, a little self-conscious. He came up here- look at this guy, he's like- he came up here to be a part of this, and then he saw those guys and he got, like, he was ashamed of his relative. You know, he's like, I need to hit the gym even more, so he hit himself in a barrel. You know, not all of these guys made it into the instruction manual, but they're here in the character parade. And I'm pretty sure Naka was correctly labeled in the instruction manual, was not called Krusha, but... you only get half a Barbos in this game. Technically, there's only- what the fuck, please? Please, Bleak. What are you- Squirt was not in this game. The Game Boy could not handle Squirt. Was anyone else left out? Belcha wasn't in this game! What? Oh yeah. Get it. He's not even Baron K. Rulenstein anymore. He's like, you know what? That name was stupid. Now that I think about it, alright, I'll drop the- stop saying goodies. Wrinkly sitting in the darkness, about to, like, ascend into heaven. Bear, there he is! It's Bear Bear! Gotta snooze my ads. I can't snooze my ads. Great. On guard, I can barely see you. Alright, the actual credits. Thank you, Lee Loveday, for the story, as well as the, a lot of the level names, presumably. And Evelyn Fisher for the lovely music. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can't call me right now, it's the end, question mark. It's the end. Anyway, are you gonna stream like now? Are you live? Uh-huh. Well, I'm at a good stopping point, so I'll just keep playing and looking for bonuses until you're ready, but, like, call me again when you are, okay? Okay. Alright. Bye. Well, call me. Just call me. Okay. I'm actually asking you to call me for once, okay? So, do it. Okay, bye. Alright, anyway. Victor will start soon, but until then, I'm not going to go into the Lost World yet. We'll save the Lost World for next session. But we gotta go find some more bonuses, obviously. No, wait! Did I not? Okay, hold on a second. I didn't oh right, I didn't find the coin here. Okay, well, let's go save. Yeah, I think you have to do some speedruns before you can get there. Look at the percentage that I had! I should stop streaming right now, but, you know, I gotta buy a little more time. Maybe we'll get to 69 by the time I stop. Anyway, there will probably not be the chronology next week, so, you can look forward to the finale. Maybe the finale of this game, I don't actually know. But that will be in 2 weeks. It's good to take a little break sometimes, you know. This is the pink zone, that's right. So I'm looking for the coin here, which will just be like in just an actual DK coin floating in the water. Can you believe a week ago we were debating whether or not Kiddy Kong would get a trophy or a statue in Bonanza, and then literally like 2 days later we found out that the answer is yes. Yes, he is. He's coming. Kiddy is rapidly approaching your location. In fact, in just a matter of days we will get to see what he's gonna look like. I cannot wait. I just want to, like, knock myself out and not wake up for a few days until I can see that, you know? The wait is killing me. Oh yeah, I guess we're in ads right now, but I'm just, like, swimming around a frickin'... This is not exciting. You're not missing anything. I can't believe the mass refunds that people will be demanding for Bonanza once they put Kiddy Kong in the game. Poor kitty. Don't worry though, he's just a statue. He can't move. Probably. Maybe he moves when you're not looking. Maybe the statues in Bonanza, it's like a Toy Story situation, and when you're not around, they actually all come to life. And, you know, they got... And then the K. Rool statues, all 4 of them, gang up on the Frederick statue and beat him to death. You come back, you're like, why is my Frederick statue in pieces? I say it's a Toy Story situation. Maybe it's more like a Night at the Museum situation. Yeah, I know you're not at the end of the game, Exalt, so I won't spoil what the statues are, but there are 4 of them. And that's just, you know, stuff from the game itself. Okay, well, I got all the bonuses here. Now, it would be cool if the statues were a little bit more like an interactive Donkey Kong museum. And, you know, they had little plaques with them where you could go up and interact and it would tell you some more about the character or something. And maybe they could even have a little sound box or something, and when you interacted with it, it would play a little noise. You could hear Kitty screaming. Yeah, I didn't even really think about, like, what pose they would put Kitty in. Maybe that, or maybe the thing where he's, like, stretching out the, like, footy part of his onesie. Do you think K. Rool's electricity powers in this game are a technological innovation that he has invented, or do you think he's using Kremling magic? Is he a scientist but also a dark wizard? I feel like it's gotta just be technological trickery. But we do know he is capable of dark spells, such as the one that he used to trap the Banana Bird Queen. This sucks, man. Where's this goddamn coin? Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hug the left side, like this. I know which side is left because of my hand making the L. I guess now it's the top side. Now it's the right side. Now I'm all mixed up. I'm just gonna hug this side for as long as I can. Maybe I'll find what I'm looking for. The way the coral in here is all, like, pinkish makes me think of that, like, freaking Earthworm Jim level where you're in, like, someone's intestine. Or a planet that looks like the inside of an intestine, I suppose. It's playing Moonlight Sonata, which is my favorite song ever. I remember the other water level where I found the coin, it was just kind of up against, you know, it wasn't like floating out in the open, it was really just pressed up against the ceiling, so I feel like it's probably gonna be the same situation here. I made it back to the beginning, everyone! K. Rool's like, I have created a new pelvic thrusting power source, and I will use it to shoot lightning out of my hands. Yeah, that was, I think, the... I think that was the, like, Genesis name of it, and I think on the SNES it was just called Villi People. This sucks. Alright. I feel like I need to go to the beginning of the level and try this, like, hugging one side thing from the very beginning. But for now, I'm just gonna try it with the right side. For the rest of it. Okay, great. I don't want to do this level anymore. Victor's just bailing me out. I'm gonna at least get to the end of it, though. It goes a lot faster when you're on guard, at least. Alright, well, I got to the end. Okay. Alright. You know, I think I just saved and I had 67% and I still have 67%, but I'm gonna do it again because it's free. Unlike teleporting. Perfect. Great spot to end. Alright, 2 weeks from now, we will continue this. I'll see you then. Until then, I might stream here and there. I'm not sure what or when exactly. I know. What does that mean? You need 3 minutes? Okay. Well, Victor said he wants me to wait 3 minutes while his ads run. Great. Okay, so I'll just talk for the next 3 minutes before I raid Victor. Yeah, so we will continue this in 2 weeks, and you know, we've got a lot of speedrunning to do, so it's gonna be fun. I don't remember the Crusha thing at all. That's crazy. You know, the last time I played this, it was during the marathon I did right before Smash Ultimate came out, so I guess I had a lot on my mind at the time, a lot to look forward to. So a lot of this game kind of washed over me, but, so after we finish this game, whether that takes one more session or 2, I have a session planned where we're going to look at all of the real world and cultural references in Donkey Kong Country and Land 3, because there's a ton of them, and that's going to be really fun. I have to do a little bit of research for it, so maybe that's something I can do in my spare time over the next couple weeks, but, you know, I want to basically prepare a document with a lot of, like, images and stuff, and all of the stuff we can talk through. I want to have something prepared in advance, so the stream isn't just us looking at Wikipedia pages or something. That's going to be a lot of fun, and then I want to have we've got to look at Nintendo Power coverage for Donkey Kong Land 3, which is probably not like a ton of stuff, but I'm sure there's a little bit here and there. And I don't know if there's like a strategy guide for this game. If there, I don't know. I'll see what I can find. But I also want to do a stream before we move on to the N64 era. I want to do a stream that's kind of just like a summary of kind of SNES and Donkey Kong Land stuff that we just kind of skipped over, like just looking at random assorted renders and looking at commercials and stuff. Just kind of little miscellany like that we just didn't take time to look at before. So, and just kind of discussing a summary of the story so far and whatnot. That's true. Okay, well technically... But I think I got to the credits. I think I got to the Crusha part before, maybe. I don't remember if I did or not. That whole like week was kind of a blur. I'm left with, when I think of Rule-a-thon, I think of playing baseball, and I think of Victor's absolutely miserable time trying to unlock K. Rool for me in Barrel Blast, which was just pure suffering. And I think of the jungle climber experience of the final boss, but I'm left with a few, like, core memories. And anyway, I talked about this in my Discord, and, you know, I've kind of mentioned it on stream before, but I have decided on when I want to do it exactly, but before we get to the N64 games, so before we get to Diddy Kong Racing and then DK64, we will be watching some of the cartoon. So we will be watching... I haven't decided yet if I want to watch the whole first season now, or just like a day's worth of, like a session's worth of however many episodes we can get through, before I just can't take it anymore and I need to stop streaming. So it is appropriate to place the cartoon in its appropriate timeline context, because it did have some influence on at least DK64, if not maybe even some other later games, who knows. So group watch of at least some of the cartoon, and we'll save the rest of it for the very finale of this whole project. We'll save the rest for the end, just because that's gonna be a good time. Is Diddy Kong Racing legit? Wait, what do you mean by that? Like, it's a great game. People love it. I'm not very good at it. I'm not going to be playing as Crunch the whole time, because I couldn't do it. Alright, you ready now? What? I'm guessing he's ready now. Alright. Okay, we're gonna raid Victor. Did you know he's playing Final Fantasy VII for the first time ever? Wow! I don't know if I mentioned that. But anyway, go watch my husband, and I will be back soon-ish. Chronology in 2 weeks. Other than that, I don't know. Anyway. Wait, what? I'm canceling the raid! What? 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 Do you want me to raid you or not? Okay. Okay. Alright, bye.